I am ready to add color to my pattern house drawing that I made here. These are the supplies that I'm going to use to add color. I'm going to use a piece of foil that's larger than my paper, or about the same size. I put my paper on top of the foil and then traced around it with a permanent marker so that I knew how big my paper was. Using regular Crayola markers, any size Crayola marker will work. Don't use permanent marker. Permanent marker is not going to work for this. You need a water soluble or a washable marker like Crayola. And I'm going to use a spray bottle. Just with plain water, regular water in here. Now, I'll put my picture to the side and I'm going to fill in the space that I've created here with marker. I'm going to get my markers out and ready. You could do a rainbow pattern. You could do a pattern of colors. Think about the colors that you're putting next to each other because they are going to kind of bleed and blend into one another. So you want to put colors next to each other that will look nice when they blend. So think about our color wheel. Think about colors that are next to each other on the color wheel or a rainbow order. And think about colors that look similar to one another. They will blend well as well. For this one, I did kind of a tie-dye effect. I started with red in the middle on my foil and went to orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. All right, I'm going to get started coloring my foil and filling it all the way in. I have finished filling in my foil shape there with the color from the markers. You really want to get a lot of that marker juice on there. You don't want to leave big open spaces. It's fine if you go over the edge. In fact, you might want to a little bit just to give yourself a little wiggle room with color. Now, you've probably been wondering, how is this color going to end up on your paper? And here is the magic, the water. So I'm going to spray my foil and the colors, and you can already see the colors start to kind of move and bleed. That's fine. I'm going to take my picture, turn it upside down, place it on the foil. Then you're going to kind of rub all the way around, get your edges. If you get some on the back, that is fine, no big deal. Let that colorful marker juice soak into the paper. Now, if you want to do this for another project, you could do this on blank paper first, let it dry, and then draw on top of it. Now, the reason I had to use a permanent marker for my drawing was so that that didn't bleed when it got wet. If I used a regular black Crayola marker for this drawing, that would start to spread and bleed just like the colors on my foil. If you don't have a Sharpie, you can use colored pencil for this. You can use a black crayon would work for this. Okay, I'm ready to peel this off. I think I've got it all covered. Let's get down here at the bottom. Now when you peel it off, that color will have transferred onto your paper like that. Isn't that cool? Now, you can reuse this foil, so don't throw it away. If you want to do another project like this, all you have to do, I give it another spray just to kind of get it loose again, and take a paper towel or a cloth towel and just wipe it clean. I'm holding it still with one hand. I can just wipe that clean, and you can reuse this foil again. If you don't have these supplies to add color to your picture, you can just paint it. If you want to paint it, you can use markers and just color on top. You can use crayons, colored pencils, or if you really want to just leave it black and white, you could leave it black and white. But I thought this is a fun way to add colors with marker.